In recent years, Nigerian immigrants in the United States have been making significant strides in the political landscape. From local council seats to high-profile positions, such as state legislators and even congressional representatives, Nigerian Americans are making their voices heard.
My family and I moved from Nigeria to the United States in 1993, but I had no idea what to expect. I'm blessed to have made it to Nashville, a city that welcomed me, Zulfa Swara, and my family with love and compassion.
I was born in Nigeria, in Onitsha, Nigeria. I moved here when I was 2 years old, grew up in Arlington, Texas, then moved to Grand Prairie, Texas. And it was a blessing to run for council. I ran against an individual that was on council for 12 years. When he was first elected, I was 10 years old. So it was definitely a challenge, but we thank the Lord that we were able to defeat him in a runoff election, and I've now served the city for 4 years.
I rise today to speak on House Bill 1752 for a momentous occasion of cultural recognition, inclusivity in our great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
At this point, it's what is the purpose of government, let alone good government. So it prompted me to, step up to the plate. A lot of people wanted me to run for some time, but I didn't feel that that was my calling. But when I prayed on it, and the Lord spoke to me and told me, go ahead and shoot for it. And I won, first round, and here I am as a state representative.
What drives Nigerian Americans to pursue careers in politics?
I came to this country in 1988 to study electrical engineering, did my bachelor's. And during that time, I've always seen the way people have looked at Africans and Nigerians specifically. But I understood that for us to really be ambassadors and people in the diaspora, we have to advocate and share ideas and culture.
My dad said, look, we didn't have the opportunity we had in the countries that we came from. But even though those are your countries, this is your country too, and you need to embrace it. And I took that fully on. When I got to college, I decided I wanted to get into politics because of just seeing how the change that they can make. I interned in Annapolis at the State House, where I worked for a delegate that was young.
So my story begins with my mom and dad being raised in Nigeria, but actually meeting here in the United States at Northeast University. Rather than going back home to Nigeria, they decided to stay here and raise 5 children. The very first foray into public service was getting young kids interested in science careers by volunteering in elementary schools. And soon after, a local elected official pushed me to run for office.
Nigerian Americans are increasingly holding influential positions in state legislatures, local governments, and community organizations.
My story begins with my father, who came to the United States from Nigeria as a student. He came as a student and he immediately saw life. He had hope and he believed in the American dream. And he always told me too, like, son, put your heart and mind into everything you do, and the world is going to be yours.
Any community is defined by the wellness and inclusivity found on its streets.
Their rise challenges the norms and offers new perspectives on the issues that matter most to immigrant communities.